Hey everybody, and welcome to the weekly scopes from the 27th of August right up until the 2nd of September. Okay, so on the 27th of August we have a gibbous moon. So this happens between the first quarter and full moon phase. It lasts for about a week, and the biggest pro of this energy is the ability to bring clarity and focus. If you tap into it, it's a great time for self-reflection, planning and organising things, but it can also, add to the anxiety and stress you may also be feeling or induce it. To just watch out for that, and it's a good thing to practice self-care at this time, whether that just be taking a bubble bath, going for a spa day, relaxation, going out for a walk even though it may be getting a bit cooler, or just chilling out in any way that you can. The best use of this energy is to use it to be more productive and to practice being more mindful as well as completing things and organising your life as well. It's a great energy to reflect on your intentions, assess your actions and make the necessary changes to ensure your future success as well. While obstacles may come up during this time, it also provides the chance to get over these obstacles and just see them as opportunities for growth and learning, rather than being hindrances that are trying to stop your plans. With patience and perseverance you can overcome any challenges that come your way at that time. So yeah, if you want to know more about the gibbous moon phase and what to do and what not to do, then check out the playlist. On the 28th of August there's a moon void, of course, that starts at 1:01 a.m. Then the moon enters Capricorn at 6:10 a.m. So one of the main advantages of the moon in Capricorn is our ability to be more focused and disciplined. It can make us more productive and goal orientated, making it a good time to plan. So with the gibbous moon as well, it's amplifying this energy. On the downside, it can make us feel serious or rigid, becoming too self-judgmental and judgmental lover, and also a bit emotional, cold as well. So the best use of this energy is to balance the need for structure and discipline with a willingness to adapt and open up to new possibilities. If you want to know more about the moon in Capricorn, check out the playlist. Now on the 29th of August Uranus goes into retrograde. I've done a special on this, but this is the short version. So when planets are in retrograde, they're not really going backwards, they're kind of just moving side to side, and it lasts for about 5 months. So it's starting today on the 29th of August and it will stay in retrograde up until the 27th of January next year. So we can be more intense and more inward, so it's a good time for self-reflection and personal growth as well. Uranus retrograde can help us identify areas in our lives that need change. This is because Uranus is associated with sudden unexpected events, and these changes can bring about a new perspective. Sometimes this can be forced, or we can willingly want to bring about changes in our lives, but it can also increase restlessness and uncertainty. So it's a powerful time overall for self-discovery and transformation. Also can bring unconventional lovers into our lives and just generally shake things up. If you want to know more, then check out the playlist for the special that I've done. The moon enters void, of course, as well at 6:12 p.m. today. Also today, Venus will make a sextiquadra to Neptune, and this will be strong right up until the 8th of September. So we can have more idealistic views on love, and we have to avoid making irrational decisions at this time. There can be sort of like misunderstandings that can come up due to romantic disappointments, but on the bright side it can make us more creative and looking for out of the box solutions for our problems. And with Uranus going into retrograde, this sort of energy is amplified. This transit can make it difficult for us to see things clearly in matters of the heart, so it's best to keep a level head and to set realistic expectations. But despite these challenges, it's a good time for us to tap into our more artistic side. So it's good for artists or designers, musicians and stuff like that to, seek out new ways of doing the work, allowing ourselves to be inspired by the dreamy and mystical qualities of Neptune. So it's also a good time to use this energy to explore our emotions and desires and dive kind of deep into the depths of our subconscious mind, as we can find valuable insights into our true passions and longings and desires, and we can connect with our authentic selves. It's crucial to maintain a balance between fantasy and reality right now, because although this aspect can increase our imagination and make us more romantic, so it's good for date nights and stuff like that, it's also can make us confused and deceptive, and Neptune energy can always the downside is being too compulsive or impulsive, and this can lead to us taking in too much drugs and alcohol and stuff like that as well. So grounding becomes practical during this time to avoid us getting lost in unrealistic expectations and illusions. Communication can be more challenging, as Neptune's influence can create misunderstandings or misinterpretations. So just check all facts. If you can't be grounded right now, try and seek out someone who is, to prevent manipulation and deception as well, and to strive for more clarity and honesty in our interactions. Trusting your instincts and paying attention to any red flags that come up right now is important, and also just be wary of the need that sometimes this energy can make us love to be lied to because we can't face reality as well. On the 30th of August, the moon enters Aquarius, so this can be a time of increased independence and intellectual curiosity. Aquarius is an air sign associated with mind and logic, so this transit can be a great time for brainstorming, problem solving and thinking outside the box, as we're more inclined to break free from conformity and embrace our uniqueness. So this is why it's said to be a great time to explore new ideas and seek out new experiences. And with Uranus being in retrograde as well, this energy can be amplified. On the negative, we can become detached and emotionally aloof. This can cause problems in our relationships with others and ourselves as well. Additionally, this can be a time when people are more likely to rebel and be outspoken, which can lead to conflict and tension in relationships. To make the most of this energy, it's important to stay open-minded and flexible, while also being mindful of how our actions and words may be affecting others. Overall, the best use of this energy is to embrace our individuality, while also working to promote positive change for ourselves and others as well. On the 31st of August, there's a super full moon, so check out the separate audio that I've made for that. Also, I just want to talk a bit more about the exactness of the transit of Mars and Saturn that will be making up in quartz. So positively, this energy can support the new moon as it grants us the power of endurance, allowing us to push forward despite any challenges, enabling us to progress at a steady pace. But negatively, it can feel like we're taking 2 steps forward and 1 step backwards, so it can be a bit like driving with the handbrake on. But it's important to look at this slower progress as providing us the time to create a stronger foundation for greater long-term success, rather than it being a hindrance. And the full moon is all about slowing down and taking time out and reflecting in a way. Because Mars's influence can make us distracted right now, it's just important to watch out for moving too fast, and this can cause accidents and injuries because we're not paying attention to selfish paying attention, or we're not following safety procedures when operating certain equipment. So just be careful with that, because Mars and Saturn can provide a restrictive influence and also a volatile atmosphere that can lead to acts of violence or warlike behaviour. So just be careful to exercise self-control and and avoid engaging in destructive actions or confrontations with others. It may be hard, but just walk away if it gets a bit too heated. Try not to let your ego and sense of pride make you run away with yourself. Of course, I'm big on not letting others cross your boundaries, but also I'm also big on, and this energy is big on, just avoiding things rather than escalating it, because there can be negative consequences, legal for some of you, or your health and stuff can be at risk. So just take extra care of your physical well-being right now as well. Just be aware of the possibility of separations and losses that this energy can bring. So just think before you react and take risks and stuff like that as well. Stay adaptable and open to new possibilities and ways of doing things, and slow down because the super full moon is going on as well. Overall, this energy offers the power of endurance and the potential for steady progress, but it also comes with risks and challenges. But as long as you're aware of those, you can just chill out and make the best use of this energy. On the 1st of September, the moon enters Pisces, so Pisces is known to bring an increased sense of intuition and emotional sensitivity, so it can increase our creativity and spiritual connection. But on the negative, it can make us more addictive and confused and look to ways to escape through too much indulgence in drugs, alcohol, streaming services and stuff like that. So the best use of this energy is for self-reflection, being more creative and connecting with your emotions on a deeper level, and to seek any help for any sort of instabilities you may have as well, and just to practice some self-care. If you want to know more about what to do when the moon's in Pisces, check out the playlist. So from the 2nd of September to the 4th of September, there's going to be a sesquiquadrate between the Sun and the Moon's North Node. So positively, it urges us to connect and associate more with others, and with the Moon in Pisces, connecting with our sort of like more spiritual side and higher purpose. Also good for, socializing and networking and forming influential contacts with others. So, it's great to expand your social circle right now, and opens up, new possibilities for, collaborations with others and projects and stuff, or just sharing and talking and healing your emotional, psychological and spiritual wounds as well. But on the negative end, there can be conflicts of will and displays of self-interest, so people may come across as like they're being genuine but they're not, so just watch out for manipulative tactics and energies as well. And also people having ulterior motives, as I said, but with patience and understanding and a willingness to find common ground, even if things get a bit too conflict disruptive, you can just sort of like resolve these conflicts as well. Also, there's a potential for associations or relationships to end under this influence because of the conflicting energies of the Sun and the Moon's North Node. The Moon's North Node wants us to be authentic and seek higher purpose, and the Sun on the negative end can make us behave egotistical and just want instant gratification as well. And this can highlight differences and disagreements in our relationships as well, especially if there's been underlying tensions or unresolved issues that may come to the surface right now. Although this may be a challenging experience, it is important to remember that endings often paves the way for new beginnings. As one door closes, another one opens. So use this time to reflect on what truly aligns with your values and aspirations, goals. Allow yourself to release any attachments that no longer serve your growth. And remember, even in the face of conflict and separation, it is possible to maintain a positive and growth-orientated mindset, and embrace the lessons that you learn from whatever happens now in your past connections and relationships. And know that endings don't mean that's it for life. It means that if you're willing to learn, you can carry the positive lessons forward and learn for the best. So I hope you understand what I said right there. And so that's the weekly scopes for the 27th of August right up until the 2nd of September.